Teaching a fearful dog to focus on you is not that different from teaching any other dog to focus on you. What you need is, first, a little bit of prep work. And this is something that you will always need with your dog, that will help you in every situation in your dog's life. And that is really a superpower. And that's a marker signal. If you already have a marker signal or use a clicker, you can just skip ahead. If not, please don't skip. Please don't forget this step, because it will help you with everything that comes after. A marker signal just tells the dog, that was right, you will get a reward. So we can catch our dogs being awesome with it. And it's built up super, super fast. Let me show you very quickly. To take a few treats, you pick out a word. It has to be something quick that you can say very fast, and it has to come out easily. You can use either a word or a sound. So that would be the clicker, for example, or just or something like that. I will teach her a new one, and you will see how quickly this goes. Yep. 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 So you saw the last one, and this was not cut in any way. This was the actual time it takes to build this up, so there is no reason to skip over this step. You saw at the last repetition that as soon as I said the word, her head turned toward my hand. Now, she does not need to look at me after the marker signal, because I will deliver the reward to her. She doesn't have to do anything. But this little turn of her head tells me that she has understood that after this word, she will get a reward. Now, if you have that, you can go ahead and go to the second step. And that is catching your dog being awesome and already looking at you. If you have a very fearful dog that is very timid when you're outside, try do this inside. But if you can go on walks and your dog is not too preoccupied with everything else, you will catch your dog looking at you. And you can use your marker signal whenever your dog looks at you and reward in any kind of way. Now, if you have a fearful dog who is fearful of you, so not really sure that you're actually a friend, your dog will have trouble looking directly at your face or your eyes. But that's not necessary. You don't need to have eye contact with your dog. Just take the look at you anywhere on your body, or even your treat pouch is okay. Because we just want our dog to pay a little bit of attention. And it doesn't really matter if they look us in the eyes. It just matters that they turn toward us. All right? So if you have a fearful dog, take every little step in the right direction. Even if your dog looks past you or just in your general area, depending on how fearful your dog is, this could be the first step. And of course, you can teach your dog a specific word that tells your dog, look at me. And this can be very, very practical in a variety of situations. And it's also trained pretty quickly. Look. 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 You see, this is very similar to our marker signal because we also connect the new word with something positive in the beginning. The difference is that with a marker signal, we don't expect our dogs to look at us because they can either reward themselves with looking at something they're interested in, or we can bring them the reward. They don't have to do anything. When I tell my dog to look at me or focus on me or whatever, I want my dog to actually redirect the attention toward me. Again, this can be easy or hard for your dog. And if it's very hard, you can also take just the ear turning a little bit in your direction. It depends really, again, on how distracting the environment is and how hard this is for your dog. Now, if you have done all that, you can use, or you can start using, your new word and your marker signal in various situations. What I want to caution you, though, is I see very often that people try to focus their dogs on themselves when there is something scary going on. And what happens is the scary thing comes closer and closer and closer, and the people distract the dog. And suddenly the scary thing is right behind the dog. And the dog realizes it and gets really, really scared. That's when the whole training process goes down the drain. Your dog will think twice about ever focusing on you again because this scary thing happened. So don't do that. If you want to focus your dog on yourself, you have two options in a scary situation. Either you let the dog actually interact with whatever is scary. So you play a little bit of a look at that game, and you tell the dog, look at that, look at me, look at that, look at me, or look at that, look away, look at that, look away, right? And your dog doesn't have to look actually at the thing. Your dog can also smell in the direction or turn an ear in the direction, anything like that. But your dog is aware of the thing and aware of how far the thing is away, right? And if you know that your dog will not be able to handle a situation and you want to focus your dog on you so the situation can just pass, be sure that whatever is scary for your dog does not come any closer. This is a really important part, all right? And you can even focus your dog on yourself and move away from the scary thing. You can do that as well. Depending on the situation, depending on your dog, and depending on how well the focus is already trained. And if you want to see all the steps in more detail and in a longer train along video, start watching the attention challenge with this video.